Alright, guten Morgen, half a day in Hickey, and guess whose headset has decided to finally eat the dust? Mine! Like, I had it set to video, or game, on this thing, because it was game in chat, and it was set to game, and I could see that things were playing, on the little leveler, but headphones? Nothing. So now we're on chat mode, so if something plays, and I don't hear it, that's why. Hello, boss! Hickeyin. I gotta find some new headphones. Alright, what am I doing? Tabby. Chatter up.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Budget? Nothing crazy, just, like a decent wireless headset that actually holds a charge, so maybe 50?
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish. No. I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
I don't know. Frit? A 7 to 11 grocery store? I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
Has to be wireless? I would say so, because, I'd be moving around or, like, running out to get a snack. So instead of constantly taking it on and off, I would say wireless be good, and budget, $50. I figured I could get a simple headset that is wireless and does what I need it to do. No, I don't need nothing fancy or crazy. This was a gift. As you can tell, it's a big old honker thing, but it's still nice. Gets the job done.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
What?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
I just told... What? I keep saying. Is my mic not working? 50. 50. So I keep saying 50.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Let's see.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Not really. No. I didn't know him at all.
But this might be a minute, because I do have to do research into it, but it's like, I feel like wireless, good. And then I was like, I don't need... What is it? I don't need this. I don't ever use this. This is just here. My voice keeps disappearing. I'm looking at the mic aux, and it's reading me just fine. Blah. 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 Yeah. Maybe everyone's music devices are breaking. Music devices? Audio devices. Maybe everyone's audio devices are breaking. Also, I have a bad habit of looking this way and talking. And it's a directional mic, so if I don't look at it, my voice drops. Remember?
I don't know, really long. I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, Kim.
Uh-huh. Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15. Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic. I don't know. What about it?
Man, it's 1600. I think what the people might be at the cafeteria now?
We're in Frit? As mankind, or as a nation, or
What will her essay prompt be?
in a good place? I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kinda big. I don't know.
Just doing her best.
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
When ordinary people take over the government and demands democracy. Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. Our government? Or do you mean something else? Cool.
Hey, but we got some experience. Let's go. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna leave. This is a horrible place. I'm recovering. No smoking, no drinking. Let's see if he wants this cup.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while. God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Okay, bye. Right, they're both still here. Good. Let's chat him up.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Yeah.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Wait. Are the scabs on strike? Usually scabs are the one who come to work when the workers are on strike. So are they both on strike? Huh?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work! Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
Scabs are trying to break the strike. I know, but that's why I'm confused. Because why would a scab leader be chanting, "We have the right to work"? You would already be working.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Or is it the regular workers are keeping them out? And that's what's happening. It's like they're mad at the workers, and the workers are mad at the bosses.
So do we, Scott.
Ami Manana? Okay.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
Okay, I understand what's going on now. I was like, what? Why are you chanting for a right to work?
I know nothing about a murder. Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work! When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
Okay.
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the...
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
He's not a real worker, is he?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
Okay.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
What's it to you?
Cool. Gee.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess bunk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters. Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Alright. And you? Hold on. Oh,
Scab?
it's a man with jolly eyes tilting his head.
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than Scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
I'm not a scab.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? to the wild north. Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Oh, whisper. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
I walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Measurehead.
Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him.
I love his back tattoos.
Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview, or maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong. Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Sure. Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Flips the coin towards you. Get it!
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Appreciate it.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing though. Nothing to worry about really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike though. I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs. Serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with
Alright. Thanks, buddy.
Mazovian socio-economics.
Yay.
0.000% of communism has been built. Evil, child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmezov fucked him over, personally, with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
I lose authority and visual calculus. Oh no. Reaction everywhere. This is my life now. Darn you, communism. I just want to see his tats. Oh wow, it's like different blocks and colors and everything. Okay. Just gonna I'm just gonna chat you up. What's up, man?
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yes.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Be gone, woman. Say nothing, size mode. What do you mean my body betrays? My body does not betray. My body's unimportant. I'm with the police when you get to the harbor. Okay.
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Kim?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
Yes, Al-Ghul.
Alcohol? Alcohol?
He means alcohol.
I doubt it, my microcephalic race servant. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Ooh. Ooh.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Kroikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Okay.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Isn't your baby part of my Hallow group?
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Alright, well, you're right, I guess. You're right.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
No.
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Hold on now here. What? Okay. Subscribe to his advanced race theory. Oh, Nina! Maybe I can learn more about him? Show him the mug.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
Wait, phrenology, that's the study, like, of the head, the cranium. Hold on. Does he mean this? Oh, I think he means this. I think that's what he's done. He's tattooed that on his head to be like, see, this is my head shape. I'm this. Oh. Okay, yeah, sure. Butter him up?
Correct. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did.
He knows I'm a com.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Wait, do we want to be communism in this? I've begun building it, so do I say yes or be like mysterious? He's talking about communism. We're trying to get past him, trying to woo and charm our way through him.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you, the fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism above all. Rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from?
Disco?
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done.
Hi, Nina, you absolutely beautiful cutie of wholesome kindness who always succeeds in being entertaining and fun and cheering up my day. Hello, Lewis. We are talking to a super racist at the moment, so I'm so sorry.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
We're just trying to get past him, so it's like a little bit of like questioning him and kind of agreeing with him, just so I can hit a button behind him. Because I am physically weak, so I can't fight him.
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you.
Let's see if I can get like an idea of a picture of different hologroups, but no.
We are the future. That is all you need to know. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme. No, I have heard about it on the radio. I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simony strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting into the harbor.
Kim?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
We are lucky. How do you know there'll be a next? I like the... This feels like such a weird sentence to say.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits, a protruding occiput, and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
You just insult my partner? As someone who used to wear glasses? And whenever the movie 300 came out and everybody was like, oh, we should totally do what the Spartans did, I'm just there like, oh, I would have died. As a baby, like, no, how about we don't do that? Make fun of Kim? I can't do it. But I also don't want to get in trouble, because what if I fail and then I can't do this?
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
Try to... Friends? I need some of that race stuff in my brain. Suck it, Chewie. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad.
Do not be naive. I know the answer to the great race enigma. Why would I share it with a deformed infant? You do not have the devotion for servitude.
Alright, let's try. Yeah! No way. For Cam! God damn it!
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
So pumped, I was like, did I do it? No. I tried. I tried for your honor, Kim.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Right, out of all the 17%, why did it have to be this one? We've been great on the others. Kim, help!
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
Kim!
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
Nina didn't say before she talked to this man.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Kim, why didn't you help me?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
Okay, that's fair. That's a good point.
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
Someone tried to provoke me, but I was fighting bad. I'm a hero. Can't promise that I might attack him again. All right. All these answers are bad.
We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than it already is. And you're just going to let him manipulate you like that? We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than it... Let's think of something else.
Alright. At least we can say we tried. Alright, it's late, which means they should be in the cafeteria, hopefully. I gotta talk to the boss before I can talk to him, because then I'm like, oh, I'm cool with your boss now. Any cans over here for me to pick up? Seeing some bottles or anything. Ah! Black. We got that old lady. Oh, what's this? Ruins full of snow, no one lives here anymore. Alright, let's go back. Drats. I made $10 though! Maybe the manager will take pity on me. Be like, I tried. I collected bottles and everything. I even stole a map so I wouldn't have to pay for it. Ooh, hello? There is this thing. Let's see if people are cafeteria. After 1600 they're here. My friend?
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot for the... Like what?
What's this? my inventory highlight? Weird. Okay. Anything?
Hello again, sweetie.
You got anything for me? Check on the sleepy guy too.
The worker is in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch.
Ruckus talking.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
It can't be retried. Can be retried. Hold on.
The worker is in a deep slumber. Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook. The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
Does Lieutenant see me steal the documents, swipe through the pocketbook? Does he see me?
No, he's looking the other way, perhaps purposefully.
Do we have fighting gear? I will check in a moment. Document, pocketbook.
You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says 5 real. It feels nice and greasy. Yum yum. Money. Think of all the things you can buy with this. The synapses in your brain fire with glee. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent. There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Just gonna scream.
Why the yelling man?
Looks like a Sow descendant. A lot of Sow dock workers around.
Wait, what? I was just sleeping. What do you want, officer?
Fine. What about the dead doors? Pointing at the bottle and spilt rum. Oof.
Yeah, what about it? You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs. If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern? I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead. You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know. And
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even sleepy hair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
We are the workers, the union. We know what we need. Okay, I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. No, they got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. That's the name of my employer.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's it going?
I'm sleepy.
Haven't you noticed what's going on outside? Good. Then you understand the gist of it. For one, I can get some goddamn shut-eye. Thank God, no.
Pure nothing.
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir, but
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work remains.
indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait, no. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table.
All right, let me see. Tools. We have our clippers. We got crowbar. Got some clothes. I now have this. That's good. Map. I got a very racist cup. Alright, I guess we'll go talk to the children now. Excuse the profanity that's about to come out of their mouths. Unless they left. It is late. They left. Nope, still here. Oh boy. Is there nothing I can do with the body?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The
That's
body
right.
below is entirely dedicated. The smell is repulsive.
Yeah.
It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected.
Nope. Nope. Yeah. Is that a health? It feels like a health. Or would that be morale?
Too late. It's impossible to keep in until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
I'm sorry, Kim.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Aw.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Alright.
There's the fruit nearby. Maybe they have some in their apothecary. If they don't... There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Pretty clever.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay. But I only have so much money. Now we have his handkerchief. So that didn't work. I guess we'll go talk to the gardener lady real quick before we chat up these kids. This way. Hello.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Sure, I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. Okay.
Oh. Alright. Take it. It's just in my inventory. I got the ammonia, so yay. Good stuff, Rainy. You know what? Let's hit buttons.
An old call box, an off-key melody, starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. Lonesome, long way home.
Oh.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox, 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Okay. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 side. Like how fast I am? Or drugs? Alright. And then we need to unlock to learn this. We're almost there. Alright, children. I am prepared for your profanity. Alright, kid.
Fuck does Kuno care? Shitload pig.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Okay.
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
Uh-huh.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Well, alright.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now, you want performance gear or not?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
I know, buddy.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Mate, believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
Oh, no.
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. They will also make you into an idiot.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig. The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker? Cause he's the
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
Oh my god.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting 2 and 2 together here.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking...
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there. Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno. Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck? Shit. Get the fuck out of here.
You can't do that, Kuno.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Yeah, to the both of you, watch your ass in Kuno's town, or Kuno's gonna fuck you. It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a...
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that. Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secret.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. Yet, that conclusively explains how the coat got up there.
Course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
All right.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Just, I threw up.
Yeah, like a fucking volcano.
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you. What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should...
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort of a Kuno-fied non-vomiter. That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths. Try it again now.
I don't even know what that means, but I'm gonna try and fail.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno, you should give up, Popo. Or...
You okay, Kuno?
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Oh my god, Kuno. You got a lot going on, don't you? All right.
Kuno doesn't...
All right, buddy. What about your foul-mouthed friend?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty... Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Child converse with me? That sounds bad.
Stay away from me, pig. I'll die before I squeal, pig. I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with...
Don't be traumatizing her.
I'm gonna save real quick in case I am messing up.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. What's this kid shit? Fucking mind game.
Get the fuck out of it.
I'll die before I squib. Murder was the case they gave. I'll die before You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Uh-huh.
I'll die before I...
She got nothing.
The trash container stands in the spring.
Yeah, how do we get here? I don't think I have access to that yet. Let's go talk our gardener lady. We'll probably go push buttons again. On my very limited
Hello again,
leads.
officer. Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
All you can see is the fact that her skin is a different color from yours.
What does that mean?
Oh my god. Oh! Why? Why was that the only answer?
We should proceed with our business in Martinez.
Sorry, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go now! I just gotta make a fool of myself.
An old call box with you ring the doorbell. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for all you hear is static, but no one answers. You ring the doorbell. You wait for a minute or two. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't. Ever since I came to live here, it's been different.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she...
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally meet again.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. Silence. No one's home. Silence. No, nothing happens after you ring. Silence. No one answers your call. No. Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more.
Alright. You're gonna give it a shot, right? Alright, small child. Now that I'm not super time crunch.
Hello again, sir. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside, minding the register. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's Peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in it.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were asking about famous people. No such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to... It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Strapping Vespertine officer stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. I'll never be as good as him.
Head, yes.
No, your resilience.
That's a bit childish.
This is a child. Yeah, yeah.
Say what, sir?
One sucks.
Of course, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books. It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man, or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum. I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
It seems like a much to lay on a kid, but you know.
No.
You can take this. Blossom like a pain flower. The girl is at a loss for words.
Oh no.
She shifts and sways on her feet, looking confused and uncomfortable.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how to help you. Sir, sorry, sir. I'm still...
It's time to leave it be. You're about to make a child cry. Are you proud of yourself?
My bad, yeah, my bad.
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly. Like during those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine. And these are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody... Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a... That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people. Maybe some about other books.
Alright.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
Does her mom?
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Because you usually aren't.
I'm also sad and my head hurts.
I'm sorry, sir. I hope things get better soon.
There she stands, swaying on her feet. There's something you're missing. You have absolutely no idea.
I got no idea. All right, cool. What's with my map? Policeman cloak. Oh, are they saying I could try again? Pile of clothes. Bruno. Aye. Let's see if we can sneak our way into the back. Just like quickly glossed over this stuff. Yeah, I was like, why can't we try it again? But I was like, I see it says challenging and legendary, which means it's a very low chance of getting it. So let me see if I can get some.
The display rack is
More
brimming
stuff.
with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular sword.
Oh, man from Hjelmdal. Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narrative. What does it matter? They're all the same. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdal.
She's like, they call
A
to
small
you.
mountain of colorful.
Wonderful board games. Raubritter is a fun.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Do I have friends?
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
It feels I don't have kids.
Friends are technically like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game. Lousy auras there. No role-playing game. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts.
Sorry, was that D&D reference? Amazing. Alright. Let's go investigate upstairs.
These shelves are overburdened with crime fiction. These books, what's more, they completely ignore the psychological. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family.
Sure.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get me Mullen. The stalwart adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the murder. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. And oh no, turns out he fated to solve a case. Yes, there's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Fake tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders. Even you're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a...
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence. Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals? Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere. Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard-on?
What? No!
Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants is in... Relax. It's not that bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal. Good news, really.
Something the matter, detective?
All good, buddy. I'm fine.
The lieutenant nods. You think you detect the faintest trace of a grin on his.
I'm fine.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Fame.
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power. A very influential historical figure, but surely I don't have to tell you that. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the time. Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an element.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside. Browsing through all the books with all their names, suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, The Tragic True Love. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called The Anti-Star. He's famed. Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a run-down drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not... I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing.
Yeah. Oh no, she's hot.
This bookstore is not strictly...
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers.
Several maps have been... The maps look old and fake.
Alright. We're gonna do some health. And we need to find some morale stuff.
You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
Nothing. Now, please.
She's, oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I am sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets.
I warned you, you're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
What is it, art? Hair dryers? Androgynous portrait of a man, okay.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets, and only an echo. No one is there.
Can I make it, Kim? Ah, god damn it. Ooh. Ouch.
Ow. Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Deserve this. My body deserves to suffer for being this weak. Is that blood I've seen from your forehead? Please don't cry! Oh
Are you alright? This looked pretty intense and painful, I must admit.
What is going on there? Are you really trying to break down the back door?
no! I have a crowbar.
I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits, or you'll damage the holy wards on the door.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however.
Don't you worry, I have. Well, also while I'm here. Any? Aha! No same person would ever put their head in such a machine. Oh, okay, that's the darkness. Alright, crowbar.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens.
I probably should have had it equipped before I tried to break it down. Alright, well, my friend Kim, I am out of things. I have hurt myself a lot today.
You've hurt yourself now. I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool? You're only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled to look at the books. Go to them. God, I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Clearly, you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy.
This economy is a mysterious force, like cosmic weather.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress. Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne. It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighbourhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects.
I was like, I do have skill points. Go. Go, my sneaky thoughts. Yeah, I just spent. Oh, my authority. Why? For my thoughts? Ah, that makes sense. It's because I'm sorry, police.
Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowd. He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner. Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand.
I'm glad we saved her from the cold. Yay!
I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand. She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this time. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance.
And hell freezes over? Never mind. It's not a good topic. The woman looks aloof.
Alright, bye. Alright, let's go chat with the negotiator lady. Oh, hold on. Somebody threw away more trash. I wonder why the game just kind of scoots to the side like that. What is this. Oh, is this how you get back here?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Why not?
You have no clue. So many walls.
Money! And oh my god, and morale. Oh, snap. Wait. Save. What's up, kid?
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to...
Apparently, she doesn't. Logic error. She is not sleeping.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. Trying to sneak up on me.
Alright, bye. At least we made it to this side. That's good. Door. Chairs and tables hidden by rain and rot. Talking with the view of the yard and the hanging. Oop. Holes on the wall. Orange bum. More reaction speed, but less rapport. That's right, it gives me plus but minus. Plus but minus. Plus. Plus but minus. Why not? Close are close, right? It's just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously? It's quite suspicious. Oh, what?
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. You peer into the faded marks in the stone. Your chest feels tight. Look.
You okay there? Might be the after effects of your past escapades. What are you looking at? Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old. Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago. But no, these not much. I don't have a
Well, thank you for telling me, friend.
It's been a week and now they show up?
There must be another way into the building.
Calm down, audio! What was that? Horrified. Why? Why did the audio do that? I don't know. Chatted with her. Don't want to go in yet. I want to talk to this lady. Construction here. What's decorated to go? Hey, morale, let's go. Hello?
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing.
Good evening, officers. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel, there is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual.
Right, we're supposed to,
But
like,
I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
get her on her feet.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
Right? Because he was like, be unpredictable.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it? Look at that lady. Take a gander. Why, yes. tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green, these are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes, a scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor, poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
I'm not ashamed.
Oh, but you are. Too ashamed to ask this person for money.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
May I ask her other stuff?
Why, yes I am. The boat? No. It is called Corder Lady 19 because that's the type of sloop it is. It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though my sloop, I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Kim, you told me to, like, be unpredictable.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Okay, good, good. He's encouraging it. Got it. I was like, this is what you asked for.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Comes defensive. He's like, did you just insult my car? Did you insult my partner's car?
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
You tell her, Kim.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands. Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but 2 insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
Actually, you don't.
Kim, trying to throw her off.
The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little-known fact among us law officials.
So we can't pull over random civilians and demand their papers? Okay.
I was just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act.
Oh, Kim. Yes, I mean, look at me.
No need to resort to self-pity, detective. You can still ask for her passport.
Yeah, give me that passport.
Of course.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying, Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seagent.
What does seagent mean? Of an animal sitting upright. Okay, the lion I can see like little hindquarters and paws, but how does an ostrich sit upright? It's already standing. It's already bipedal. Maybe it's squatting and doing like a funny neck thing?
The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you. Face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads, Rejoice Leighton Messier.
Hold on. I gotta draw this. Thanks. It's pretty much, it's like, you have, you know, a regular line. I'm gonna do just a very piss poor job of a line. Do not critique it. Right? And he's like, I got my legs. God, that line has a long neck. And then, you know, we have our ostrich, right? Ostrich? Ostrich. Got the feathers. It's more like a flamingo, but don't judge me, right? We got... You can't even see it. Eh. Maybe I shouldn't use pink. Don't use pink. Eh. But it's like, yeah, you know, they're standing normal, right? And then it says they're seated, which means they're sitting upright. So it's like, okay, kitty cat. Doing probably like a little thing with his body. He's sitting there with his legs, and he's like, meow, look at my paws. But it's like, how does an ostrich sit upright, you know? Like, does the ostrich still just stand? Or does the ostrich, like... or does the ostrich just, like, hop a squat? Right? It's like, does he just stand with the cat? Or does he just, like, hop a little squat? But it says sitting upright. Wait, so is it more of a... Hold on. It looks more like a turkey, I know, but bear with me. Does he do, like a squat, then? Because then he's sitting upright? Similar to the horse on the British passport? Well, that's what I'm saying. Those are animals with 4 legs. So them sitting upright makes sense. But how do you make an ostrich sit upright? It's only got 2 legs. You know, it's not like you put an ostrich in a chair and it's like, I'm sitting upright. I have perfect posture. Like, what? Somebody find me a sitting upright ostrich.
Yes, but please don't call me that. Joyce is much more efficient. My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when traveling.
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
Good.
Sergeant Bird? Okay, hold on. Sergeant Bird. Okay, so Jen is sitting, so no paws in the air. What? Hold on. Give me this picture. Okay, so you got... There it is. So Jan is sitting. So how the fudge... And what I was thinking of for the lion was apparently Sergeant erect. Again, all of these animals have 4 legs. Rampant, salient, legs. Look at all those legs. I need 2. So I guess if it's a Sergeant ostrich, he'd be squatting. He'd be squatting. Or he has his legs kicked out. God, he's silly looking. I love a little silly ostrich.
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
Birds have 4 limbs. That's what I'm saying. It's wings, right? And the wings are already tucked away and up. They're not like pterodactyls that, like, use them to walk around. Actually, hold on. Isn't there a bird? Isn't there a bird that has little hooks on its wings? Oh, hold on. Animal brain is like, wait. Bird with hooks on its wings. Yeah, the Hotson chicks. Hotson chicks have 2 claws on each wing. Immediately after hatching, they can use these claws and their oversized feet to scramble around the tree branches without falling into the water. I remembered. I was like, wait a minute! I remember there's like a bird out there that's like, caw.
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
I'm gonna try. How do birds sit? I guess if it's an ostrich, I guess instead of legs out or legs squatting, think ostriches have that bend in the back leg, so you just become a loaf and just sit on his legs. So you wouldn't even see his legs. Interesting crest.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
Okay. I feel like we need a refresher on what an ostrich looks like. Because I'm like, it's a flightless bird, right? And its wings stick to its sides. So my brain is like, how do we get this to sit upright? Because all the pictures we saw have, 4 limbs touching the ground. This one has 2 limbs touching the ground. So when they say it's the jaunt, where they're like, all right, your back limbs, your bottom limbs, whatever you want to call them, are in squatting position, and then your 2 front limbs are supposed to be down in front of you. I'm like, it's going to be really awkward for a bird.
A conglomerate the size of the wild pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminoes and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Right? Herd of billions. It's just instantly boosted. Let's see what else we can get. Or should I do it now? There is negative stats.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
Wait, did I find my badge?
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please. Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
She must have been suspecting something for a while now.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuates.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
What's up, Kim?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
I thought it was going well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hand. No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching. Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
Yeah.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
Alright, save again.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in...
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut, yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you. We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Ah, a pissing contest.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find...
Well, here's your chance, officers.
Okay.
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is... How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves. Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you. Yes? Excellent. According to my report, it may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
Got it.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead. Yes, I believe there is a connection, but that's a subject for later. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite consent.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more. Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Excuse me.
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Over-aggressive copy posturing?
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board. It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision, about what? About anything really, it needs the signet. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
This all seems bad, but I'm trying to, like, gain stuff on the side.
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsense. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyar at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, call me Manana.
Manana!
This checks out.
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of
Don't let her answer it herself.
If these workers were organized by Wild Pines or...
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone... Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter election.
A mob. The debardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Debardeurs Union is... Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However, I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
This forewoman, her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence. Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the Union's files. Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help? This reality. Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like...
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Wow.
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover. Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
Martinez is a district of Revachol. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgot? I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
Alright, so it's just like recapping more info of this place.
This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets. It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean. Yes, we're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Vast, lukewarm, and unknowable.
Caillou, as you already know.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her, and to humanity at large.
I would be happy to.
Oh, wait.
What is... We're in Martinez. Martinez is a district of
Hold on.
Revachol. You would be excused for not knowing about Revachol. Revachol, the great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond...
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile-Marat, in the DeLorean century. 300 and... They say it's where the terrible questions of our time... By that I mean, we are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is. Oh, we're quite a way off. About 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom...
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though there is no recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
We're just getting talky so we can get experience and level ups, and who knows if something is related to a quest down the road. Hey, there's something happening with the net. All right. Bit of reality. The jam mystery.
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
Gained a thought? We gained a thought.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Alright, je me savou. We need that.
Was there something else you wanted to know?
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Madame Messier will be here later, too.
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
You're right.
It's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
Let's try.
6 kilometers southwest in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
You? You're an officer of the RCM. It stands for Revachol Citizens Militia. Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law. The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Act.
All three are good to know when we are out policing.
Okay. Am I a good guy?
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizen...
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
A strange coldness comes over you. It's on the tip of your tongue. A doubt of sorts already in your head.
I'm gonna say that's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
Voila, you're doing it.
Of course. How much?
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this.
Could
it be that she...
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you. The
Let's
paper is
go!
cold and oily to the touch. There must be about 200 real in that zip bag, maybe a little less. Plus...
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
Okay, funny that you're worried about this, not your ruthless exploitation of the entire human race. I'm still getting my head around the whole money. I am honorable policeman.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act. And seemly as it may.
But if you close your
Emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional damage.
Barth, what you doing coming in with the gifted subs? You're silly. You're silly, you're silly.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today? Of course, Detective.
Alright, let us quickly go pay our debt and be like, here you go, I got the money. he would just run a little bit faster, that'd be great. Ooh, I need to get up there. We're running! I'm running so fast! I have the money! Please let me sleep here! Come on, let me sing the karaoke.
Can I help you?
Got the money.
Yes. Have you got it? Well?
I hope you choke on it. Here it is. Yeah, sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered.
Yay!
It's good you paid before 9 p.m., or your door would have been locked electronically.
Oh, we came at the perfect time!
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Ah!
I'll take a room here too.
Can you just take my room and then we can share?
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Just got another skill point. But, your thoughts. When you find to pay for your room at the Whirling or be locked. As long as you don't have a free place to stay, you have to do this every night. Okay, this they said we absolutely have to figure out. So, trust my thoughts. They're like, we have to figure this out. Okay, I'm gonna chat up. Got my friend, door. I do have a crowbar. Can I open it? I tried last time, but they said nay.
You see a heavy steel door.
Cozy. Alright, we keep talking to her, or do we try to get to the church that's somewhere? Right, I don't think we've even figured out this. Still somewhere to explore. Let's go talk to our lorry drivers. Lorry drivers.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage. Oh, I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes, I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some keep boys. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
Okay.
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Or he just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Yes, yes.
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usual. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right? One.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what's...
Guess so.
Bye-bye. My goodness, they're still out here? Alright, mañana. I learned something about you.
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now? Sorry, busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you wiretapping, telescopic baton, or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Kim!
Because we don't. We don't have air support.
I get it. Hush hush about... Alright, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there. Out of solid... First, don't fight him. Obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
If I didn't grovel correctly.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see. The man looks at the colorful piece of plastic.
But that's not you, officer. Good thing, too. I've known Johannes for a few years now. Be sinister if he turned into a completely different person overnight. How did you get his shift card anyway? Oh, John's been out drinking himself blind again? He should watch his stepdad.
No, it will prove useful still. Believe your thieving fingers.
Oh, is my friend in some sort of trouble?
Good day. I could try again with him? Okay, hold on. I think I'm supposed to go to sleep, so let's go to our room. Because I remember the tutorial voice was like, at 2100 o'clock, you can, you know, go to bed. Or can I just stay up chit-chatting everybody? I'm good? Alright, we're just gonna chit-chat everybody then.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam.
So I don't know. And we had... What's her name over here? She knows something. She's tasting the product. Who knows?
The woman still has...
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
You right?
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled until you came along, that is. This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you. His head crowned with a wide...
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. Someone was. They are someone's memories, boy. They're beautiful. That is all that matters.
All of what? The world? The present?
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black... While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
Okay.
Diamonds? Of course not. But with whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife. It's low.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take a...
Bad hand. Hermenegildos's bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to... It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as... Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river, so the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Margaret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him. You have to understand, a true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her...
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler?
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best communers around. I drive routes no one else would. Lomonosov's Land, Udajnaya Zemlya, the Transcatolia Magistral, U41A, Adestradas du Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly. You go right ahead, Loman. Let me know when you find them. Is that all you woke me up to say? What do I need drugs for, Loman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can come. Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them.
Then what were you getting at? You're man, Lowman. What of it? Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grad, Lowman?
Don't know, that's why I'm asking you.
It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously. Easy is the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself... Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. Or I can just relax and let my mind...
I think we're done here, no?
Yes, go. Enough jamboree.
I have no skill points, right? Yeah, we have no skill points. Okay, but we're working on our other stuff, which is good. Temporary research bonus. Embarrassment to the party? It's fine. It's fine. Alright, let's go talk to our poet guy. I've maintained a running speed. Rest clicking that I was doing. Alright, Sarah, you're suspicious apparently.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind? Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
Her, so I'm not gonna talk to her. But there is that area next to I forget her name, but I know it's the skull. Yeah, this girl. We haven't got anything yet.
A sturdy metal door guards. The door rattles against your knuckles. The door rattles again, but this time...
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
Madame, I assure you.
There is no reply.
Alright, it's a good try, Kim. Oh, it's probably like hands I'm picking up. Good try, Kim. Boop, boop, boop. Your witness, talk to him.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Around midnight, you could stay up later if you want to, but most go to bed around the same time as Kim. Got it. Alright, so do what we can.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have...
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette under the dull and darkening sky.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
We're gonna try.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
Trash?
Please don't go. I'll even stop smoking inside.
Listen, I really have to go.
Ah, there it goes. Wasted.
Good luck with the investigation.
There he goes. Walking out of my life.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again.
Right, it's dead end over here. Alright. Old lady wants nothing to do with us. She probably doesn't want anything to do with us. Okay.
Hello again, officers.
Nope.
Have you...
Bye, Cindy. You have a good day. Bookstore's closed, so we can't be like, Annette, how's it going? Is your mom being nice to you? I wonder if the two older gentlemen. Oh, they're not even there anymore. Alright, let's see if I can submit better to the muscular man. Keyword for this? Nope. Okay. Figure I'd try it.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
It's for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He
Yeah.
lets out an audible sigh.
Kim, you're my buddy.
You are obviously a liberal, Sayolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of me. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Mao, of course. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like you know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königstein. The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassels and
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might...
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the Golden Pisantic Sea, the other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic, as proven by the Maun and the Mesk. Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagites. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together,
nature was not capable of more.
So much. I'm like, it's just racism. We're just gonna skip through it, but we're gonna fast through and be like, cool, I'm just to touch the button. Kim, I'm so sorry, just to touch the button. All right, tell me about type B.
Type B are the unheroic races. Amorphous non-competitors. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you... Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare. And the Koiko, the countless micronationalities au grade, are all inexplicably obsessed with potard. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates.
So like
political amoeba.
Liking potatoes is bad.
The Vasholians, halfway between type A and the racial cauldron.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Go away, stupid political thoughts.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. The Revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zaraz. Enough of Tibet mediocrity. Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures with lesser races like the Mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a Mesk woman and a Simonese man. Only possible if the Mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic.
It seems unlikely that 2 human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
I don't.
You are right. You have. Then there is the Simino Koiki Kaimira. Are you sure you wish? The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. But this will never happen. The Simonese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the Mosquito, but enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type F. You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Kim, don't get mad at me.
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation. But
am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
You know what? Let's jump. Let's just jump.
Lost, though. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. Your love for
the man looks at you.
You are mad, Santiago.
Hey, we tried.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruta.
What?
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow. The vows of blood and flesh.
What's my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine? The term is metabolic fascism, Brota.
What?
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachol's problems? Quit stalling, Bruiser. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most insane thing. The weak link.
I don't know.
Yes, them. Women.
What?
Women. Men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Women need to go back to the fucking kitchen.
So I'm garbage.
That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that women need to know their place.
I'm having a stomach seizure.
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth. Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times. Okay, yes, let's call it that. Good thinking. You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota. There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestine. It is one of betrayal.
Good. Also, Kim wants to talk to me. Kim!
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Kim, my stomach tried to make me misogynist. This world is crazy. It's communism, racism, misogyny. Where am I?
We can pick up where we left off tomorrow morning.
Well, I guess it's bedtime. About $5 more for tomorrow. I don't even know how many things I'm allowed. Pretty much, yeah, misogynist. There's money. Game. Maybe once I solve the murder, he'll let me sink.
The door is closed. Still, nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. This door can only...
Just checking it, buddy.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Hi, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Okay. I feel like we
The
got
air outside is brisk.
a lot covered
The
in one day.
lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens.
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
End of day debrief. Okay.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How did you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
Right then.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day. Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down when we approached the hanged man, so we didn't even inspect the body. And there's still much to do at the crime scene too. We didn't search it thoroughly enough.
I'm sorry.
We're both doing our best under the circumstances. Just don't drink tonight, please. As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So
Now you will be with us forever.
Well, hello.
Holiday Ivy saw Reg and Hecky in.
What a great name. I'm assuming that's your favorite Pokemon?
We tried to interview the Wild Pines rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
Training for long distance. Part of the Jamrock Shuffle.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Aww.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule. The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol. Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM. We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up. As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power. You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
No, Ivy, sorry. I actually have not. It's first time we're playing this, so I'm just like Kuno. I feel bad for him because he probably doesn't get any attention at home. The fact he talks in third person and thinks he's a hot potato. You know, there's a lot going on. I might have started communism. I don't know. There's a lot going on. The things that the roles I'm succeeding at are like very low, and then the high roles that I should succeed, I'm not. Exactly. Kuno doesn't care. What does he care? Kuno's on that stuff. Yeah, God, he's a character.
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
I'm just getting the thoughts I can and trying to have like even stats, but you know.
And the Moral Intern more broadly, but yes. The Moralists International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
Any tips for a first-time player?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats. Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. Something even a little feminine. But in a strict manner.
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why.
The Moral Intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen. Do you?
The dad.
In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes. Then you will adore Martinez. For many of these people, the Union especially, vigilantes is precisely what we are. Personally, I don't enjoy it much.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH. It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts. We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Right?
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Okay. Now it's bedtime. Bedtime. I will see you in the morning, friend. Good. Am I on my thoughts? Get there. Bye. Oh, that's his room. Did I get stuff with the mirror?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Nope, I'm still whatever with the mirror.
The fan stands still. The bed is cold.
Myself to bed.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep does. And then sleep doesn't come. Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening. Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Okay.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing, your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images.
Oh? I had my flashlight equipped. I even thought about it. I was like, oh, I'm going to bed.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Isla? I don't know.
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
Who was my name, Harry?
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed, Elysium. Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Ow.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
F it, help me.
Help you? Why? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin sleep-like state. More glass than velvet. Grinding in your head.
This is a it's like kudos to the voice actor.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover. Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. The silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Okay, so I think my name's Harry. That's progress. Hey, I'm awake. Wakey, wakey. Also, let us totally have this.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god, I just had the most beautiful dream.
Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
No.
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired. Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
We're fine.
A mirror hangs on the bar.
Yep, mirror still mirroring. Guess we'll stick with the bar. Kim! Well, while I wait for Kim to wake up, what can I do? Man, legendary, my cloak, trash container, Kim. Oh, that's right. Fucking sexy mystery. We're not doing sexy mystery. Pile of clothes. Down here. Oh, it's the guy. It's the guy, and then Kuno. Hi, buddy. Good morning.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Okay.
A lot of things point to the dock workers' union. The circumstances in... That's not a lot of things. We should have dug up more yesterday. Still, we need to talk to them. And it won't be easy. I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the men who drink beer for breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it. That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the debaucher. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Stay here all day kind of vibe? Is that what you're telling me? They're gonna stick around all day?
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear. Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too. The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later.
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
That's not good.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel. That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about. Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday.
The waterlock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day. Oh my, what happened to the waterlock? Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you both.
What we got? I mean, I might as well, right? Idiot.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast...
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired. And it's cold out there. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
That's one opinion, yes.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Cryptids, cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids. Ooh, tough choice there.
Ooh, biggest, tiniest, most dangerous. That a cryptid on this pen you gave me. Take out the pen she gave you. Are there any invisible cryptids? If I only get one question, what's the tiniest?
Cryobacter catlensis.
Wait, about a water bear?
Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla on the boreal planet. The bacterial colony Mijanu found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than... Mijanu disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study. No doubt in hopes of prolonging her... Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial.
It's actually a little hard to see, but do go on.
Yes, and she's quite mad, too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but we can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the cryobacter...
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
All right. You're sorry.
I'm glad you see it that way. Did we have anything more to do here?
Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite... Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame. and he has longish white hair, usually a bit on.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case. We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. We hit it off and...
she's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I hope I've been useful. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Sorry, Kim.
Of course, dear.
I don't want to upset Kim. He's already mad at me. Alright, so Monday quests, Tuesday quests. Oh my goodness.
Can I help you?
That's... Nope, I got nothing. About... This is open. Yeah, I think we should talk to them. Progression.
The man ponders his cooking utensil. He looks up at you. Then, shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that.
This guy's here. I feel like he's gonna be important. A discussion at some point. Nope, just gotta spend money to make money. What's up, Brand?
Let me handle this. Detective skin color. I'm still black, as you can see.
Ah!
Do you?
Her entire character has shifted. She's right. You're basically an epidermochromatic police officer.
God. It was my only option. It's the only thing I could say. The gardener?
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you?
What?
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. Aggressive, you make your living enforcing violence.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the...
Fuck yeah.
Titus!
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
I don't know. All of these were kind of bad.
Get sober. Do your job. Ask your questions and get that. What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM.
Alright, Titus.
This is where you say your bit.
Okay.
Detective.
Oh. Acknowledge me with a sharp note. He's leaving it to me. Alright.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
His name is Shanky?
Easy, boys.
These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
No. I see her. You got business with my boys.
He understood what you were doing, taking inventory of them.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
Yeah. You're not even...
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture. Of the actors here, you could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene.
The pretty boy. You guys real.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Well, maybe you should just...
Don't worry. We're resourceful. We'll find a good topic for us to discuss.
Incriminating. Now, well...
Don't worry.
Right, we tried Kim. Did not. Alright. Didn't go well. Did not go well. Kim, should we try to investigate the body again? Save. Okay.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots, anywhere from 6 to 12. Wow, still not doing it. You're bad at this.
Don't beat yourself down. Neither can I. We'll have another look later.
Give me that body then.
There he still is, looking right through you
All
with
right.
his white eyes. The
Have
body
pneumonia.
below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
We did save, but I'm like, it adds to it.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The
Damn it.
combination forces tears out of your ducts. You managed to keep it in once.
What if I just puked on the kid? Is that an option? Just bleh, and they're like, ah! And it's like, get out of here, kid, unless you got knowledge for me.
The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Kim, you wanna investigate the body for me? I don't think I want to be a cop anymore.
Nor does the wind right now.
Oh.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
He's just like,
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
nah, I just want to use the grossness to get the truth out of him. Where it's like, tell me the truth or I'm gonna puke on you again. And I'll be like, ah! But I don't think it's an option. Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop? Yes, I don't want to be this somewhere. I don't want to be a cop. Can't we do something else? I think I want to solve something else. I can't keep it down.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it.
Aww.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too. Okay, you've said it. You needed to say it. And now that you have, you need to get your shit together.
But I don't want to. Okay, Kim.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
But I've been doing that this whole time.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Half an hour? Okay, so 9 o'clock. Got it. I need more points. Bruno, you want to wanna talk to me?
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? You're testing Kuno.
Get lost!
The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk.
What's going on is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's fast.
Kuno gonna fuck you!
Normal is not what we got here.
Kuno does.
Well, yeah, I know that, Barth, but we can't because we're full. We need skill points to unlock. So, can't internalize it. We need the key, right?
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Oh, so
You
much.
see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Yeah, I was like, don't worry, I know. I've been keeping an eye on it. Right,
The
that's all I'll
container
say.
sounds a muffled gong.
I wrestle. Probably same.
I'll die before I squeal.
Yep, same. Alright. Let's go see if we can make a jump. Still don't understand why I would just take this ladder. Alright, just commit to it.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
We make it? Nope.
Nope. No. That's still too...
Sure. Just be careful, okay?
28%. Still not good enough. Alright. Well, at least we tried. Alright, what do we got? We could either succumb to the racial theory idea just to get the button going, or we can reach out with some people like Annette and other things. Yeah. Like, how do I get to the root? Yeah, that's a good question. How do we get to the root? Oh. Let's check in. Soldier peeps.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
I'm gonna say no, don't. It's 8% and you can't retry it.
I have really outdone myself.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston.
René, hello, officer. How might I be of... Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree. No, officers, I'm sorry. And...
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything.
Respect?
I'm not.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't...
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire brother.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about...
The old soldier mumbles something, and there he stands.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties. Hell, oh yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I hate the socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally,
He needs something written, and I have... Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays.
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped... Oh, the goal is to throw you bull. As close to the cochonnet as... That's the cochonnet. Well, first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted. I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your time with trivial details, officer. You'll put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
Yeah. Okay, that was not that useful.
Yes? Hello? Me? No one.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read. It is. I know you are. What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
My husband? No, he's not. I don't know. At home now?
Where is this going, officer?
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention back to books.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get like this. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a...
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Oh.
Wonderful. The story's open. No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman or a nanny? They are not missing.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
What is this?
What? That's just... My daughters are... They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them.
Her hands move over the book covers. The woman before you.
Sorry, lady. I don't know why I was just being so like... We got a task out of it, so that's cool. Hello! What did your mom say?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now.
You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter.
Helped her in.
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
She got me a hat?
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices.
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time, before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, apologising to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong. Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Good thing she didn't say party eyes loud. Her mother's nearby. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Man, he's just like, yeah, drugs, and it's like, you need to chill. All right, reaction, but we lose retort, but encyclopedia goes up. I would rather have a +1 to something than a plus and a minus. So, how's that? Okay, trash container. Pilot goes, you know what, Kim? I'ma do it. Is this a sexy mystery?
Yes?
What if you did it?
Why? Why?
Yes, you killed him. Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing, and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
And what has led you to this conclusion? That is a common side effect of overindulgence. It will pass. I find that highly unlikely. It's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in a crime until the perpetrator is apprehended, especially when the investigation is dragging. So let's get back to it, shall we?
I know, I don't understand. Failing all the 60+% ones, but passing the 17%. What is this? Okay. We need money. I think I could sell the bottles we have, and we might have enough for tonight. Let's see what's happening. You?
Hello again, esteemed officer. A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
I don't really want to buy a book about cockatoos. Let's just get to where one is.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered. A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. Turns out that there are so many different... You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover. Its beak, you wait for the storekeeper to be distracted. When she's not looking, it's quite a challenge. But eventually, the guy... A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Island. This book talks about the delicate nature of twos, as well as where to even begin. All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention. Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop. It is not recommended to get a cockatoo. You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent, not great for the neighbors. This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus. Ooh. Perhaps the most impressive of all the species. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hue. Despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
What, I'm just a fuck up two. Oh no. Just give me the shy one.
You're right. You're the mediocrity embodied. This unsung bird belongs on your heraldry.
I did it. Good job. Alright, where's my thought?
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Sorry, checking on the cat. And saying hi to Ruby. What are my bonuses? +1 experience for every orb clicked. All intellectual learning caps raised by 1. Yay! That seems good. I do need health though. Why does the camera keep walking us over there? Alright, I'm gonna go. Alright, we tried jumping. Tried talking to the kids. I'd rather not accept the race theory thing by that one guy. Just, Guess we'll go talk to the other lady? Am I smart this wall yet?
Just an ordinary wall.
I'm not smart the wall at all. Cindy?
Hello again, officers.
I figure I just checked you quicker than trying to check my notes.
A sturdy metal. This could be a way into the apartment building.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever.
I know my rights, and don't you marm me, boy.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our badges?
Hold your horses. I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in.
Oh, let's go.
Rigorous self-critique. Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are.
I know.
You once jerked off in the locker room.
Oh, there's no way to report that, is
held
there?
a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Let's see. I don't see them. Oh, it's nothing bad. Me and the roomie ordered some food yesterday, and neither of us realized that they didn't give us the root beer. So I was like, oh wait, it's been like we totally ate the food and it's been a very long time. So I'm like, there's no way we could report this and be like, we never got our root beer. I'm just gonna see it and they're gonna be like, what are you talking about? It's like it never showed up. Yeah. Yeah. It sucks because that's like a handcrafted root beer. Poop. All right, what are our bonuses? Int inside, red check failures, heal. Okay, if I fail, I heal. If I fail, I heal. The learning cap is increased. Let's go. If I fail a red one, I heal. Thanks, game. Yeah. Let's grab this part. Okay. We can get in. I am hungry though. God dang food. Alright, so supposedly clicking on bubbles gets me experience now? 30? Okay. It does. Money. More money! What? I was gonna say, if you want, you put him on the wheel. I got him to like walk on it yesterday. Like I just had my fingers in front, and he was trying to get to it. And, like he walked by himself, but then once he stops, because the wheel is so heavy, it kind of goes. So like he'll go backwards, and he's like, "Ugh." Like, he did use the little fishing rod thingy toy to like entice me. Took like a couple steps on. So now I hear him. Yeah, alright. Nice, just speed things up. Oh, we can afford rent now. Exactly. We can afford rent. We're okay. We're gonna be fine, hopefully. Alright, so that's the exit. Someone has torn down the wall. Hold on. We're gonna switch. We're about to go in the dark. That. God, yes, heal. The old lady's here. She's talking. Door there. Shoes? I will take that penny. Hold on.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers, the iconography of communism, in other words. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Okay.
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it, because white is the color of peace. Gone is the glory of hope. Only the
God dang it. Communism, it hurt me. What's this? Glasses. Hold on. We would gain logic but lose authority. I mean, look at me. Do I look like I have authority? Hey. I look like a nice, cozy person. Okay, there's an exit over there. There we go. Oodles of doors. There. Morale up. This and 6 is to... Oh, it takes us out here. Okay. Oh, this sign that says balcony, you know. Weird. That's what you're looking for. Take that. Cigarette butts on the wires. Door there. So many doors. You know what? We're getting experience for checking all these out, so like perfectly timed. Think we can get to those bottles yet? Nope. Yet. Come along, Kim. Wait. Can I use? Oh, I found alcohol. Oh no. Can I use this? It's blue now. Hey, let's go. Cool. Already explored this hallway.
This door
Light.
has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Second, you said padlock, so we just. And then, for safety's sake.
This door has been no reply. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would...
You seem committed to it, so go on.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls.
After you, detective.
Thanks, Kim. Hold on, we just got a shirt, didn't we? One for concept. Dress.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads, Kraz.
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting. Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm. There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. So
Close the door? I can. Alright, less suspicious.
You hear someone walking around and the walking stops. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
I'm gonna trust Kim on this. Trust you on this, Kim.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Oh.
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me. Now, what do you want from me?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
Ah. Fake name.
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Tim Jambrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for? Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I'm no one. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs, right? It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my ask away, policeman. The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job. Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls. People come and go.
They probably just moved or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
No one lives there. It's been empty for months. Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, all... Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall. A symbol of what and how? Never heard of it. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls. She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I...
She mumbles some...
Oh, there's the other balcony door. Okay, so I might be throwing out some ruffians here. Door's locked, can't get in. Not even with my handy dandy crowbar? Pry bar. Now that I'm up here, same or different?
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. Yeah, I can see that.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock. Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty...
Alright, Cindy. Have a good one. Ooh, hello. Bro, we're almost good for 2 days. Pants? Oh god. Our reaction speed goes away and electrochemistry goes up. I want to say no. That skill is like sex, booze, drugs, and I'm like, no, stop it. Focus. We're like, what crime? We want to do all the drugs. Alright. Let's play. Cindy, hold on. Switch to a flashlight real quick. Get that off. This. It's not too dark in here. Hello, Cindy.
Hello again, officers. Ooh, not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, Does anyone in a city like this? Yes. I shoot, Piggy.
Hold on. The old lady says she has a room next to the coals. So maybe it's that up there. It's 10. I don't know. Kim said I should wait half an hour before I go try and do body stuff again. So let's go see if our friend is home. And this lady as well.
You hear someone walking around.
Excuse me?
You have plenty of reason to enter.
said was smart.
Choose to indirect modes of taxation. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. I don't. Switch from this to this. Morale medicine.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least.
Keys to swipe.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner.
A sudden serious look crosses her face.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3, and again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff.
The sum must have been puny.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million... I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. Of course.
Yeah, I'm like, these walls look fine, but I'm guessing she means the wall from down there.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Yes. Well.
Your statements are too vague to comment on. What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez. The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
What?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times. Incrementally. Yawn. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. 2. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about tisk. Just because you live in the, you may never live to see the Kingdom of Conscience. What rationality?
Oh my goodness.
What sang-froid? What a fucking joke.
Oh man, did I mess up by not just accepting it right away because it's an in the moment?
The kingdom is difficult, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Alliance!
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol.
Yay! Just, I need more thoughts. Did that, balcony.
This door is made of metal and number 28. This is...
Let's see if anyone's home.
This door number...
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think we should return tonight after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Yeah.
Tonight at 9 p.m., right here, apartment number 28.
Right before bedtime. Got it. Alright, that is everything we can do here at the moment. So I guess we should maybe go try and check the body again. Kim was like, give it 30 minutes. It's been way more than 30 minutes. Also, just a quick save. Lots been happening. No lady wants to talk to us. Alright, gotta finish talking to her. Oh, what am I doing? I have my bags out. Yeah, how are you doing, mailbox?
The dented yellow mailbox greets... The box seems happy. An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the...
See how I get up there. Gotta be an entrance somewhere.
There are several footprints. There he still is, looking.
Nah, you were just talking me up, man. Tried jumping already. Yeah, how do we get here? It has to be somehow. Maybe that's what's behind the blue door. The way to get up here. Thermos internalized the thought, the tutorial thought. I mean, yeah. Okay. Boarded door. Boarded door. Trash container. I mean the container in the back? Got everything.
The trash containers. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. You see, you've done this before. The movements are recorded. A box falls into pieces in your hands. You see, you've done this before. A box falls into... Not much to see here. There's nothing more. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Yeah, what is... Why does it tell me trash container? I can do it again. Is it because I didn't... Because I opened it with keys? Pile of clothes. Chit chat. Nope.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage. Do something important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you... This is a Caprice Kanema. The Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse with its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox. The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin. Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look? 130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
7.2. Supercharged. Yes, an extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
Nah, Kim likes it.
Anything else?
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist. They itch.
All natural materials, see?
And I imagine that's that for him. Trash containers glitch. Joyce, she's impossible. A boarded door. Oh, that's the library, no? So we got something that's cool now. Still this. This is still broken.
The crumpled salmon butter billboards. The lieutenant.
Right, he didn't have anything else to say.
Good morning to you, officers.
Thanks, buddy. That's right, he gave us salam. Also, I'm looking at the time. We don't have much time left for today. Just gonna chat him up real quick.
Hello again. How can I help you? Sure thing. Sure, man.
Seen it all. Hello, Diggins. We're gonna be ending soon in a little bit, but heck yeah. Because, I gotta eat. Gotta make food. Yay, lunch break! Alright. Let's quickly get in here and see if we can get this door. Maybe the door's also glitched because I came in here already.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms.
Did we get it?
Appears to be.
Oh, God! That's a sturdy door, Kim!
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side. But you've done it.
Ooh, Once Human? I gave it a gander too, but it's one of those survivalist games where you have to manage your water, your food, and everything. And I was like, no! Real life is hard enough. I don't want to manage a video game person.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Smash the door and shout F. Smash and shout freeze. Smash heads up. Smash it hurts. Oh, God. Oh, no. You made it in. All right, Kim, we're going to save here. And that's where we're going to end. We're going to have our conversation and all this tomorrow. All right, you lovely humans. Thanks for popping in for some more of Disco Elysium. And I'll see you tomorrow for some more. And of course, thank you, Bob, for the gifted subs. Zeus Massey. Bye-bye.